So I know you've said about your experience in Kenya, but the first time you landed, how was your first impression?
So I think like when I first landed, I was afraid of like all the things that you hear in America, like on media, like CNN and stuff, about like people being getting malaria and dying from HIV and stuff.
Wait.
Yeah, I was at malaria. So they tell you like on white media that you're gonna get malaria. This is where one of the places. Show them around here. This is Yaya, right?
Yes.
This is one of the new developments I was looking at, like right around this area for 7.5 million shillings. Okay, back to malaria. So they teach you on the news, like CNN and stuff, that you're gonna get malaria when you come to Africa. And then like when you get to the airport, so for instance, I landed in Paris. It's like very, it was kind of it was like, I don't know if it was a culture shock, but it was kind of like, damn, I'm really here now.
Is it because you expected something different from what you thought to look like?
I think it was because, I think the airports in the US and the airports like in Europe and stuff. So when it didn't, and it looked very Kenyan, I mean, for lack of a better term, like it looked very, you know what I mean?
No.
It looked very, just like
Basic.
natural, basic. It wasn't like too flashy or anything.
There was no glamour to it.
No, there's no glamour at all. So when I got, and then like, I don't know if you've ever flown internationally, but sometimes you'll fly internationally, you'll land, and you'll just be in a regular tarmac, and they'll put like a little thing down, like a little step down, kind of like the president does or whatever. And then, what's up, man? And then you just get out and, you're just walking along a road or something. You're not, a lot of the airports like in Europe and the US, when you leave, you walk directly into the airport, and it's nice, it's glamorous, there's restaurants, there's all this stuff, but in Kenya it was much different from that. So that was my first experience. Then you see the Karibu, Kenya, and then they're nice, the airport people are nice, but NSA is not going to help you much. They're just trying to get you in and out. So I just kind of had to figure out everything on my own.
Did you get a taxi or you had someone to pick you?
I had someone come and get me.
So it was seamless for you?
Yeah. It was actually, have you met Yvonne? I don't think you met Yvonne. Yvonne is one of the people who helped me with like my maid and stuff.
With the settling part of it?
So it wasn't the goat is delicious. The bread is, I think the bread is better than naan. What do you think? What is the name of it?
Chapati.
Chapati? You could back up a little bit. They're right here. Yeah, the chapati, I think it's better than naan.
Do you think the flavor is different?
The chapati?
No, flavor of normal white bread, like the normal bread that you have for breakfast.
No, not really. Tastes good.
Okay, apart from bread, what else?
This is Kibera.
Yes, this is Kibera.
Okay, so this is like right by the slums then, right?
The upper side of Kibera, we have the deep slums. This is just the upper part of it. So as you drive down, you'll see the other side. Like it's like a valley. Yeah.
Okay, you were saying?
Food. Yes. Do you like the food here?
The food is good, other than like, you can bring it back. Other than when like they try to do things like that they're not good at doing, such as like American dishes. When they do that, like in different restaurants, it's not very good. But I went to an Italian restaurant not far from where my apartment is, and the Italian food is really good. It's owned by an Italian guy and stuff. So there's a lot of little restaurants that you have to kind of get acquainted with. And then once you do, the food is really good there. And it's relatively inexpensive compared to like US prices and European prices and stuff like that. So the food is good, long story short. But some of it is kind of mediocre.
Have you tried KFC in Nairobi?
Yeah.
Is it better than KFC at all?
No, it's about the same.
For real? Most people say it's different.
I've only eaten it once. Maybe I need to eat it again.
Especially the potatoes.
Yeah, maybe I need to try it again. But for me, it was like exactly the same almost. It was kind of weird actually.
And the Swahili food, the pilau, the biryani.
What are they doing?
I think there's an accident or something. No, there's a match.
What kind
somewhere.
of match?
Maybe a football match.
What were you saying?
The biryani. How's the biryani?
Is that where they're walking? You could show them. Are they walking to the match?
I am not sure.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not there, but somewhere around here. There should be a playground.
Can you repeat the question?
When you tasted the Swahili food in
Yeah.
Mombasa,
It was good. I like Swahili food because of beef, because of the goat. The goat's really good. The flavor of it is really good. What else? Yeah.
so far your favorite is
Chapati is really good.
chapati.
So I have a restaurant that I order from like when I'm working, because I work at night, so I have to order like dinner and stuff. So sometimes I order from this place, and I chapati with the beans. So I put the beans in there. It's good. And then I eat the pork. So they give you like the, what do you call it? Fried pork. Yeah. So they give you that. I eat the pork, and then I eat the rice and bean, the chapati and beans. It's really good.
It's really slab. Like
Yeah.
chapati and beans is the best thing you'll ever eat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Greatest culture shock. What do you mean?
when you landed, what was like the greatest culture shock in terms
Actually, I have a story.
of? Oh, wow. Okay.
And I was in an Uber. I went somewhere way up north to a restaurant, and I just being in the Uber, and when he was getting close to the destination, just becoming more and more anxious, like afraid, like not knowing what to expect because it was, so when we got there, I just remember my hands were like sweating. I almost had a panic attack. Because, you know, once you get so comfortable in an area or a place, and then you just drastically change that, you're going to, no matter who you are, how tough you are, whatever, you're going to feel nervousness. And I was very nervous. And for no real reason other than just everything looked so different than what I was used to. Even though I've been in the military, I've been to plenty of countries, Africa's different. Usually when you're in the military, for one, you're with a bunch of people who are doing the same thing you're doing, your own deployment or whatever. But also, usually you go to different ports that are... Africa's not for Americans to go to.
Why do you say that? What do you mean by that?
Not Africa. Nothing about Nairobi. I guess, like, they have a tourism, scene. But I'm speaking about, like, in Westlands, obviously, it's made for Americans to feel comfortable. In Culinary, it's really made for Americans, blah, blah, blah. But when you go, like, to the northern parts of Kenya or to the, far away from Nairobi, that's not made for an American to feel comfortable. It's completely foreign to an American. It's like a completely different world.
Don't you think it's because of it being very marginalized, a lack of exposure to the communities who live there?
They're not worried or concerned about foreigners, which they shouldn't be. But I'm just telling you from my perspective, an American's perspective, it's like a completely different world and we're not used to it at all. So we're going to have some sort of culture shock when we go there.
Okay, fair. This may sound controversial, but I saw some TikTok interviews on like Americans in Kenya ask, do you feel like you're different when you're in Nairobi, like as a black person?
Absolutely.
How?
No matter where you go as a black American, you're gonna stick out somehow.
But you're still black and we're black.
No, but you dress differently, you look differently. If you can afford to come to Kenya, then you have money. If you have money as a black American, then you're gonna have style, some sort of style, unless you're just a nerdy ass Negro. No. But you're gonna have like something about you that kind of sticks out. So people are gonna stare at you are and stuff like that. Do you?
I have no reaction, so I can't tell.
I think so, but as soon as they open their mouth, you're like, okay, you're an American. Like all it takes is for them to say like 2 syllables and you realize they're an American, right?
Yeah, true. But is the reception like nice or just, oh, you're American? No, okay, life moves on.
We get special treatment. There's 2 sides to the coin. One side is we get special treatment. People love us. People play our music and they watch our television shows. So they like idolize us, I guess, or they pedestal us. They put us on pedestal. So there's that side to the coin. The other side to the coin is once they realize you're the, they automatically assume you have money, then they want some of it. And a lot of people I meet in Kenya kind of want me to save their lives a little bit. Not necessarily save their lives, but like help them in their life. Just because they assume I have the means to do so. Just like we were talking about earlier, some of these men, like I had to stop hanging out with them because they think I'm their daddy.
About your driving, you're not used to driving on this side of the road. How are you so like smooth on it? Is the transition not hard?
I have a lot of experience from Barbados, like I was telling you. Also, once you like realize the side of the road that you're on, it's like, okay, cool. I know what I'm doing now. Just kind of had to take it slow a little bit at first. But yeah, that experience from Barbados helped me out a lot with driving. Honestly, the roads in Kenya are pretty good. I mean, they're not terrible at all. It's easier.
And do you think people follow traffic rules here?
No, they make up their rules as they go. Especially when it comes to motorcycles. Like, they almost run motorcycles off the road.
Do you know what they say about driving in Nairobi CBD, especially CBD, you can drive in any part of the world?
Really?
Yes, because it's really crazy. Chances of hitting someone jumping on the road, motorcycle coming your way, a wrong turn by another matatu, and they make 5 trips and they make 7 trips, they'll end up home with a lot of money. So it's making more money than. So the faster you are, the better for you.
What is yours?
They say the giraffes are on a diet, but they're like 200 people coming in. So is that a diet or?
Oh, the giraffes are on a diet? Yeah, that's why they only give you 1, but I have 2. Because you don't want to feed them.
No, not giraffes.
Why?
What if it licks my fingers?
It's gonna lick your fingers. They have a little class in there where they teach you about giraffes. Hi. Huh?
I've never been.
That's crazy. You've never been here and you're from Kenya. Excuse me.
You need to